What's up guys, I'm Chris Doughty, aka Doughtinator. Welcome back to the channel. I've waited 1.5 years for this, and finally the RedBull x2019 cars are in a daily race. Daily race C at Le Mans, not my favourite track, I've got to admit. And as you see there, I'm qualified in 15th position. And it's not because I tried to start in the back, my qualifying time just wasn't very good at all. We've done one race previous to this one. And this is my second attempt at this race, and well, it's pretty insane. There is no strategy as such. Medium tyres are the only tyres available, and pit stop is far too risky. It just takes such a long time. But tyre wear, rear tyre wear specifically, can be a factor, as we're going to close into the back of Master Blaster, the German driver, right off the go. And Chris R to the inside. Looks like he's got to be a swaz out of the final corner before he starts the race, and things are going to get spicy into turn one. We're going to brake a little bit early. We know the car is very difficult to drive, certainly on cold tyres. There'll be a lot of spins in this race. Absolutely classic race in my opinion. This is classic Gran Turismo. It's so good to be racing the iconic RedBull car, which is it's the poster car of GT Sport, and I can't. It's taken 1.5 years for me to get this race in a daily race. It's really wide there for Chris R. Is that going to be a track limits penalty? I think he's going to get away with it. No, he did get that track limits penalty. I was a bit wide as well, but I think I managed to get away with that one. They're going to go side by side into the first of the chicanes down the Mulsanne straight, and he's got that move done before he's even got to the chicane. We've got the slipstream, so we've got some overspeed. Behind me on the track is not Max Power. It's got Max Power's alternate account. Very fast driver. Expect to see him charging through as Chris R is going to serve that penalty. We're going to follow the German driver through, and are we going to get an overspeed into the second chicane? It looks like we are in the slipstream. We have a massive overspeed. We're going to pull to the outside, but are we going to get that move done? We've got a bit of an overlap now. And is he going to throw it back on the inside on the brakes? We're going to get on the brakes, a bit of a lock up there, and we make that move happen into the second chicane. Chaos ahead. Looks like there's a slow driver. We're going to go to the... someone's got reset. We're going to go to the outside of the Italian driver, but he's got the slip from the driver ahead. Absolute slipstream battle now. He's going to go to the inside. We're going to go to the outside, 3 wide down the Mulsanne straight. Into Mulsanne's corner. I'm going to get on the brakes now. Was there contact there? We're going to go a little bit too wide there. Didn't really make that move work. Dangerous position to put myself into, but this is what GT Sport's all about. It's that door-to-door battling that you can't get in other more serious racing simulations. And look at the cars now going down the Mulsanne straight. This isn't the Mulsanne straight actually. There are so many straights on Le Mans track, it's difficult to really keep track of them. Look at the cars battling ahead. This is absolute chaos going into these corners now. These cars are wild on the throttle, and someone's looped out there. Another car. We're going to try and get that move done into the braking zone. That's not going to work for us, but it's going to go deep, and we're going to get 2 cars for 1 there into that corner there. I really don't know the corners on this track. I do know some of the corners. We're coming now to the Porsche curves very soon. And my God, in this RedBull x2019 car, it's currently painted in the Monster Racer livery for me. Slightly ironic there. And through here, it's mostly flat out. In the race, in qualifying, it certainly is flat out. And look at the way the car carves through these corners. In a bit of a dirty air now, and we're going to just kind of back off a little bit. Are we going to be able to get alongside Chris R into the final chicane? He's going to go defensive now in that McLaren painted RedBull car, and it's not going to work out for us. We have to go to the outside. We backed out of that one. Not Max Power is right on our back door now, so we're under severe threat from that fast driver, but we do have the slipstream from the drivers ahead now. I've really enjoyed this race, I've got to admit guys. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried this race. If you approach the race with the right attitude, it's actually quite fun. It's that these cars are mad to drive. You have to basically overclock your brain to kind of process what's going on, but essentially looking after your tyres is the strategy here. Keeping things good with your tyres is... Dude, you're in the way. These fans, you weren't even looking at the racing. Yeah, looking after your tyres is key. Brake balance all the way to the front is essential during the race, and just trying to minimise wheel spin. Early upshifts coming out of some of the slower corners is essential. If you do want to hear more tips, tricks, learn more about how to be faster in GT Sport, check out the description below for the Race Asylum Discord. Great community going on there with sharing tips and tricks, also some league events. So go and check that out in the description below. And we've got a bit of chaos going on. Slow driver ahead. We're going to go to the outside. Not Max Power's going to get blocked off to the inside. We've got that move done into 9th position, and we've got some breathing space from Not Max Power, which is ideal. We do also have some overspeed again coming to the back of Chris R. Not going to look into a move there into the second chicane, but we're going to try and capitalise on this out of the second chicane now. We're going to get on the power severely in the slipstream of Chris R. We'd go to the outside. I think we're going to have enough overspeed to clear him before we get to the corner, and we are going to be flat out down this straight now. I've got to say, it's like racing a swarm of angry wasps, these cars. Absolutely revving maybe 10-12,000 RPM, but these are great fun to drive. You have to respect the car. If you're in third gear or lower, really be careful getting on the power coming out of the corners, and towards the end of the race, fourth gear can also be quite a dangerous acceleration, as we're going to get repassed now by Chris R. Got us back on the slipstream down that long straight, and we're going to get on the brakes now, early on the brakes for us to try and get the car stopped. And we're going to go back. He's going to defend to the inside. We're going to also get the car stopped again now. So important acceleration zone for me. I need to try and get ahead of Chris R before the Porsche curves. I don't want to be in the dirty air through these curves, and we're going to go to what will be the outside for the corner, but I think we're going to get the overspeed. How's this one going to play out? And we're going to sweep in front of him. Absolutely brave move there, Max Verstappen like, let's say, but this time we didn't have any overlap. Okay guys, no comments Lewis versus Max nothing in the comments below. Let's keep this focused on GT Sport. Penalties for drivers ahead now, and we've got a sniff of an overtake into the chicane here. We're just going to blast past this guy and make that move happen into the final chicane, and now our focus is back towards Mega Blaster. Is it Mega Blaster? No, it's actually Master Blaster. I've zoomed in a bit now. My eyes on this small commentating screen aren't quite good enough, but now we are back chasing Master Blaster to the end of this race maybe. Let me know what you think of this race so far in the comments below. Join in, get involved. How are you enjoying these overtakes so far? It's pretty mad, I've got to say. I'm going to try and do some more of this race this week. I'm really enjoying it. It's quite rare to get a chance to be in these crazy Red Bull cars, so I'm going to make the most of it. As I said before, 1.5 years in the waiting for me to get a go in these Red Bull cars in a daily race. And are we going to be under pressure from drivers behind? They're certainly in the slipstream, but will they have enough to get me by the end of this straight into the first chicane? It's closing all the time, and is it going to look to the inside? Not quite. A bit of a lock up then into the corner. Am I using weak? I need to check my ABS setting, because I've had a few lockups, and that's surprising to me. I need to look into that one. But we've got a good exit from that first chicane. Is that going to be enough to keep the fellow British driver behind us? It's looking like it is so far. He's closing in. Is he going to go for the move? Not going to. Again, everyone's locking up. I just wonder if that's the nature of the car with so fast. So the British driver is right behind us, but we are closing into the back of another British driver ahead of us. And also Master Blaster, and they're going to go side by side battling down this straight here. Are we going to make it 3 wide again down the Mulsanne's? We are. We're going to make 3 wide to the inside. We go into the Mulsanne's corner. This time we get to the inside. This time we do get it stopped, and we get a 2-for-1 down the Mulsanne straight into Mulsanne's corner. Absolutely fantastic stuff. These cars in these slipstream battles, it's so much fun, guys. Honestly, give it a try. Just don't worry about your DR too much. It is a dangerous race. as we're going to get passed back and return the favour. Slipstream pass to the inside for the fellow British driver, and I don't know what happened there. I think we had some contact. I don't know if I turned in early or if he drifted wide. After the race, well, you'll see as it plays out, but sportsman-like driving is always... Oh, the German driver's going to put him over, and is so going to British driver going to lose places all the time. But yeah, later in the video, sportsmanship is still valid. It's present. The drivers out there do behave like sportsmen, even in GT Sport, so it's great to see. Sparks are flying from the cars ahead now into the Porsche curves. We're going to look to, well, we can't really make a move. We're in the dirty air through Porsche curves, and we are just trying to find out what we can do here, trying to not overdrive the car, preserve the tyres while we're in the dirty air. And is that going to be a track limits penalty? It's very close to the outside, and we've lost a huge amount of time in that section there. Into the final chicane now to finish lap number 3. We've now progressed to 8th position, and we're making fantastic moves through the pack here, as the Vicker 19 is a bit slow off the corner there. Are we going to try and make this move into turn 1? Let's see how this one plays out. We have the overspeed. We're going to go to the inside for the first corner, but that's going to give us the outside for the chicane. We're going to get on the brakes, and we are going to be, well, we're both going to be wide. We're going to try and cruise across, no throttle input, and we might get away without a penalty there, and that's going to work out for us. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. Was that a track cut penalty? Should have got a penalty for that one, as a crash of both of the drivers behind me there, and we are clear in 7th place, looking to race forwards now to Master Blaster, who have been chasing all race long. Skipping forwards now, we have a car on the exit of Mulsane's corner. Has dropped the car. Italian driver, that's going to give us 6th position. Skipping forwards again now to the start of the final lap. We're running in 6th position. Penalty for a driver ahead. Also worth mentioning, in the lead we have Tuan Lu. Saw me in the lobby, a viewer of the channel, said hello. If you're ever out there on the track and you see me, just drop a hello in the lobby pre-race or post-race. Or someone's dropped it. German driver has dropped the car. That's going to give me 5th position, and I think he was in the battle for the lead, so that's going to promote me massively to the higher position, top 5 now. So yeah, big shout out to Tuan Lo. Great racing with you. Good to see you out there on the track. And yeah, if you see me out there on the track, make sure you say hello. Always good to see viewers out there on the track. So we're going to be closing into Master Blaster now. We've been following all race long, but he's got a massive swaz coming out of the first game and picked up a penalty. So we're going to be promoted to 4th position. This is completely unexpected stuff. From the back of the grid with a not so good qualifying time, we're managing to turn this race around. Skipping forward slightly, Master Blaster is coming back at me, still with that half-second penalty, but he'll be serving it in a not so critical area of the track. We're going to try and get the car stopped, and just a bit of swaz from the car. The car is now starting to suffer with rear tyre degradation. Master Blaster is probably suffering with the same, but we should be able to get him in this. Yeah, we're going to pass him on the penalty, but the race isn't over. It is difficult to control this car right now. We're going into the Porsche curves for the final time, and we've not dropped Master Blaster. He is there to keep us company. Through the Porsche curves now, we should be able to hold on to this one as long as we keep that rear end in check. As you can see, a bit of swaz from Master Blaster. Everybody is now suffering with rear tyres. It's a case of getting the car to the line safely. The last lap in this race is very, very dangerous. If you are doing this race, make sure you either save your tyres or take the last lap very cautiously. The rear tyres take a huge hammering, and the car gets a massive amount of oversteer in the last lap. So we're going to run to the line. That's going to bring us home in 4th position and 3rd position. So just then we were given the position on the line by the driver in 3rd position. So Virtuoso then just gave us that 3rd position, and I actually couldn't figure out why. After the race in the lobby chat, he said he was sorry, he'd given me the position back, and at the time I actually couldn't remember why. I couldn't remember what happened, but after watching the replay back and commentating on this, I think it was because of the contact where we went into the corner and there was a bit of a banging going on. If anything, I thought I turned into him a little bit, so As I said earlier on, sportsmanship is still out there and present in GT Sport. There are very kind sportsman drivers out there. So huge shout out to you, and we look forward to racing in the future. And also huge congratulations to Tuan Liu, viewer of the channel. Hopefully you'll get a little bit of airtime here. Great to have you out there. I'm actually really excited and happy that you won that race. Superb driving. And yeah, obviously, there's Virtuoso commenting. Yeah, again, sportsmanship behaviour, superb stuff. It's great to see. If you have enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon to be notified whenever we upload a new video. And we'll catch you in the next one.